Thank you for staying with us, and thanks to Abir Hussein for this report, and thanks to Mrs. Aliaa Morsi, the economic and political expert, for being with us here in the studio. Mrs. Aliaa, first question. Now, Pakistan says it expects a resumption of the talks. It expects a second round.
Yes.
Iran says it will not go unless the blockade is lifted.
Yes.
The U.S. president says that he expects the talks to happen in a few days and he's not under a rush. Now he has all the time. This is the latest he has said. Israel obviously expects that military hostilities will resume, because we've heard the Israeli defense minister saying a few hours ago that Israel is readying to send Iran back to the Stone Age. The words used, of course, by the U.S. president earlier in the conflict. So we have four expectations, one from Pakistan, one from Iran, one from the U.S., and one from Israel. What do you expect? How do you read the situation?
So I expect that the situation will be in the phase of the talks. They are not moving forward beyond this, beyond like the application of their discussions, or the application of their what they decide, what they agree on together. So I think that the phase will be for the talks only.
So you expect Iran to go to Islamabad?
Yes, I expect so.
Okay.
So
Mr. Trump had said that he will not strike Iran and the ceasefire has no time limit, but he's waiting unless they don't go to Islamabad.
yes.
But Iran says it will not go before the blockade is lifted. That blockade, executed 10 or 11 days ago on the Iranian ports.
So what I expect from this, that they are doing all of these discussions or all of these steps because of the oil prices. They want to have full control on the fuel and the oil prices.
Which side?
Which side?
You mean the Americans or the Iranians?
The Americans.
The Americans.
Because the Iranians have a lot of oil left there, so they want more of the Iranian oil. But at the same time, they want to have full control on the Iranian uranium and the Iranian nuclear program. So they're working on both sides.
Okay, so the Americans want to get hold of the Iranian oil.
Yes.
Okay.
And stability in the oil prices worldwide.
Right, it's not stable.
No.
As we speak now, Mrs. Aliaa, dear viewers, Brent is trading at 105. Okay, that's $5 above the 100 psychological barrier, and WTI is 96. So it's not stable. So obviously the markets do not like what's happening.
Yes.
Even though there are no military operations at the moment. But 105.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
And this is due to the close of the Strait of Hormuz for some time.
Right.
This
Absolutely.
affects the price of the oil.
Absolutely.
So I think more of the American thoughts go for the economic situation. So they want to have full control there, and at the same time they work on closing the nuclear program for the Iranians.
Right.
Yes.
You're really hitting the buttons. So. By the way, speaking of the Iranian oil, China, in a most recent statement, said that it wants, of course, Hormuz to open.
Yes.
It is urging the Iranians to go to Islamabad, asking them to unify their ranks and go there, knowing, of course, that we have the hawks represented by the IRGC, and then, of course, the doves, maybe with the Iranian president, the Iranian foreign minister, and so on. And also, it has warned Iran, that's China, it has warned Iran from making any oil deals with the United States. So maybe it's sensing that something may happen.
Iran is so hesitant to go whether on this side or this side. So,
and it has said that it will look for other sources of oil.
Yes.
If, of course, Hormuz stays shut. But the most, maybe noticeable thing was, I want your comment on that, is that China is warning Iran not to make any oil deal with the United States.
And this is because there's like a threatening for their economic situation. So they see that the economic power now is like going multilateral sides worldwide. So China wants to have an effect on the economic situation. So by having a deal with the Americans on the oil or something like that, this would affect the China situation
absolutely.
in the economy.
And maybe indeed, like you said, Mr. Trump has his eyesight set on the Iranian oil. He talked about it before. He said, if we have the Venezuela reserves and then the Iranian reserves, and
they will have
total
the full
control.
power.
Yeah, they have. And you also, I think, Mrs. Aliaa, hit the button when you talked about the uranium, because so I want to stay with this, and please bear with me here.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to propose this theory.
Yes.
Mr. Trump, it's a theory. Mr. Trump doesn't want negotiations. He doesn't want a peaceful settlement. He either wants a complete, total surrender by the Iranians, or he will hit them again, but he will not sit down with them and accept, some concessions here or there. And the proof of that theory, if it is a correct one, we're taking your opinion here, you're the expert, is that, when things were going well and Iran opened the Hormuz Strait, I mean, everything looked nice, and and there was talk about a 5-year freeze, a 20-year freeze regarding the uranium enrichment. Maybe we can get somewhere in the middle. Everything looked to be headed towards a settlement, and then all of a sudden, the blockade. So doubling down on the Hormuz blockade, strangling the Iranian trade, and killing their economy even with a harder pace. So, and he said before, I'm not going to settle for anything less than 100%. I'm not going to take 90 or 95. So do you agree with that theory?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So
why?
What I see from the situation right now, that Iran, of course, wants the sanctions not to be implemented on them, because this is going to affect their social and their economic situation. So this is for Iran. And for the Americans, of course, they want the economic side. They want to have like the full power on the economic side worldwide. So they are gonna like take care of this from the Iranians. So they won't work on their goods. They want to work on their own situation. They want to improve their economic situation. They want to have like the full power. So by like imposing the theories or imposing the sanctions on the Iranian situation, they're gonna have like, we are the superpower here.
Okay.
So they want to achieve the superpower.
So you think that Trump is saying the truth when he says I prefer a peaceful solution?
Somehow, yes, and this is from the the general perspective.
Yeah, because his peaceful solution, I guess, is a total surrender, isn't it?
Yes.
And he's not going to get that total surrender.
Yes.
He was surprised before the war, remember, when he talked to Mr. Witkoff and Kushner, he said, I'm surprised they didn't capitulate. That's before the war. He said it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. Now it's week 9. Now he says, there's no time frame for the war. Before he had said, it's going to end very soon, everybody will be happy.
So he wants to get it all. To get it all together.
Is he going to get it all? I mean, will he get the surrender he wants? Because he wants complete surrender. Will the Iranians ever give him the complete surrender?
This gonna be like only discussions, only talks. The situation is not going beyond this, at least right now.
Right. Iran is not the type of country that would, with its history, civilization, and
that would give it all.
Yeah, that would give it all. No way,
someone
right?
Who wants to get it all.
Yeah, and even if the Doves decide, think that way, that it's in their best interest for the future, surely the Hawks will take it till the very end. So we are in a very dangerous situation.
Yes. So neither of both sides is gonna surrender at all, but they're gonna like have like more of what they want to get over. They will do it. So
let me pose another theory or question. When Mr. J.D. Vance was in Islamabad and left after 21 hours of talks, remember, he threw the ball in the Iranian court. That was very obvious. We've given you our best offer, our final offer.
Yes.
And then the blockade came. And then Iran now says it will not go to the talks before the blockade is lifted. So is Iran throwing the ball back to the American court by refusing to go to Islamabad?
They don't want to take like a final decision to resolve it all. They want like the other side to like
make them a first move.
Yes, to make the first move.
So the Iranians have thrown back the ball to the American court. You agree?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Are the Iranians daring Mr. Trump to go and get the uranium? I mean, because the Hormuz card has been tested. It succeeded at the start, but then the blockade has, taken away that card, relatively taken away that card from Iran, relatively speaking. But they still have the uranium.
They
so
have
this
the
is
uranium and they have the oil.
And the oil.
Yes. So.
Are they daring the Americans to go and make a mistake? Try to go with a Tarzanic mission and get the uranium and face potential losses? Are they doing this?
Let's hope that this won't happen.
We're trying to read their minds. So if the Iranians don't go to Islamabad, what will happen?
I think they will make another move in order to have more of the discussions or more of the talks.
Okay, sure.
In order to resolve it.
Sure, but say we are weeks into this, the ceasefire that Mr. Trump says has no time limit goes to the World Cup in June in America, the 60 days expire in Congress, then another 30 days expire, then we get closer to the Congress elections.
Through speaking about the Congress, you can get that the Congress won't approve the mentality of going and starting war with the Iranians. They won't approve.
They will not,
like
right?
This. Yes.
They will block the war.
Yes.
Trump's war efforts.
Of course, because the war isn't like an easy thing to do or to go for. So for the Americans, they have a lot of wars going on all around. So this is highly affecting.
But they've stopped 8 wars as well.
Yes. This is highly affecting their economic situation, their social situation. So I don't think this is going to work this way.
Okay. But it seems that every day, every other day, there is a vote on the war powers for Trump's war powers, and it's getting closer, but it's not getting over the edge. Yeah.
Yes.
So the Israel factor, the Israel and Lebanon situation, the Israel-Hezbollah situation. How do you see it? There are supposed to be talks tonight at the White House.
I think this war has been since ages, so the talks are there and still going there, and we hope for an optimistic situation that they will reach to a solution or to resolve it all between both of them. So I think the war is still going on, but
Israel is still occupying large swathes of South Lebanon. It has created a so-called yellow line there as well,
with no solvable resolution or something to agree on yet. So I think it's going on.
Is Lebanon in a position, Mrs. Aliaa, to say, like, this is what they're saying, the Israelis have to withdraw first? They have to withdraw from the territories they occupy before we talk about peace?
Yes.
I mean, will the Israelis ever do that?
They have to decrease more the control over the other territories in order to get their situation in a more peaceful way or in a more easy way. So this should happen, of course.
From the Lebanese or the Arab point of view, aren't you afraid or skeptical that Lebanon will be pressured into accepting something that might not necessarily bring a total withdrawal by Israel from the Lebanese lands, or might get Lebanon into even more trouble with civil unrest maybe or something? Aren't you skeptical or afraid of that?
This might happen, but for the idea of having like baby steps of getting them out of their lands, so this is not going to happen for now or right now. This is going to happen more of the sake of baby steps for the future, in order to have it all like resolve it and balance it for all the countries.
That's the Abrahamic peace? I don't understand. Is that,
yes.
Was that the Abrahamic peace?
But Lebanon wasn't part of the Abrahamic.
No, it wasn't. But of course, America and Israel want to include it. Want to include Lebanon and Syria.
They are trying to do so, but I guess this is not like reach the situation of the Abrahamic agreements or.
And how do you think Hezbollah will act?
Of course, they will face such decisions, especially that Israel has occupied their lands for so long and have hurt a lot of people, have hurt their economic situation, their social situation. So somehow they were faced like some sort of obligation from Hezbollah.
You know, it's amazing that there is a ceasefire, a 10-day ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. And yet, I mean, yesterday Israel killed again more civilians, and today as well, and they killed a journalist as well, and they even obstructed the relief efforts to try and save that female journalist, by the way. And even the Lebanese Prime Minister described this as a war crime.
Yes.
So during the ceasefire, Israel is already committing war crimes like the ones it did in Gaza. Right.
Yes.
So, does anybody have a trusted or a peace partner in Israel at the moment? I mean, is this a peace partner that you can, deal with?
I don't think so. I don't think that there is a specific peaceful partner or a peace partner that we can resort to when a situation like this happen.
So how will the Iran-US situation affect the Lebanon-Israel situation and vice versa? How will they affect each other?
So as everybody knows that somehow US is a partner to Israel, so I think that as much as the situation gets worse there, it will get worse in another area or another country in the Middle East. So, and this of course affects like the whole economic situation for the Middle East. So I think this have the whole effect.
The international community has had, in the view of many analysts, a passive stance towards what's happening in the region here. What do you think? I mean, Hormuz is strangling, the situation in Hormuz is strangling the global economy. Yes. Everybody has lost.
Yes, is complaining about the situation there.
Right. Every citizen, even American citizens, have had gasoline prices increase and inflation rise and food prices also, even in America. But what has the international community done about this? So I'm just asking about here the role of the United Nations, the role of NATO, if NATO is still alive, the role of Europe, also China, Russia.
Yes, of course they have asked to stop the war and ask for peace between the two countries or between those who are involved in such situations. So they have called for stopping the war, stopping and asking for a ceasefire from both sides. They asked them to reach a peaceful solution. Like exactly what we did here in Egypt. So
we're mediating with Pakistan and Turkey,
yes.
right?
The Egyptian foreign minister have asked the countries to do so. So I guess this is like a collective
effort.
Yes, a collective effort or a collective request or demand from all the countries, all the other organizations, asking for peace or resolving the situation in order not to have it more escalated into a worse.
So can we say that there has been partial success? I mean, Pakistan
Yes, yes.
partially succeeded
Yes.
in cooling things down,
So
at least for the moment.
Yes, yes. The efforts have been made in such situations, have succeeded in like improving the situation, at least like stopping the ceasefire. We have had like the Strait of Hormuz open in the end. So I think that this helped a lot in the
Yeah, you see,
situation.
but it only opened for one day or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
But at least it's open.
Yeah, the world was celebrating and we thought that was it, but then
Yes.
came the blockade, the American
Yes.
blockade. And so this is why I'm just, again, posing the theory is that Mr. Trump doesn't want this to be a win-win situation. He doesn't want Iran to come
have
out
the
of this,
other, swan.
yeah, to come out of this standing.
Yes.
He wants them buried, and this would be very, very, very difficult. I mean, you
Yes.
cannot bury this great,
whole
big
country, yes.
country, right?
Yes. So, of course, this is not going to happen. So I think they are going to reach a solution, a mediating solution between both of the countries in order to have like at least a one-one situation.
Yeah, I mean, we thought at one stage, Mrs. Aliaa, in the conflict, that Mr. Trump was looking for an exit and that the Iranians were looking for an exit.
Yes.
So let's find them to get a solution for both of them to be happy.
Yes.
But seemingly now, and again I'm going back to this point, Mr. Trump doesn't want Iran to come out of this with anything.
Winning, yes.
Yeah, he wants to take 100%.
Yes.
And if he plays that game,
I think the things are gonna get worse.
yeah,
So
much
let's
worse.
hope we
Yeah.
don't reach to such a situation because it's affecting the whole Middle East, not only Iran.
And yeah, the fear, we haven't reached the point of no return, but the fear is that we may reach that point. And listening to the Israeli defense minister
Yes.
today, saying that we're readying ourselves to throw Iran back to the Stone Age. You see, this language is back again, and these ideas would get us to a point of no return. You would have Iran retaliating not only at Israel or America, but also at Arab Gulf countries,
Yes.
and then, yeah.
It will bomb out for the whole country.
And the energy infrastructure
yes,
in the entire region will be
disrupt us
damaged.
all. So they have to take care of something like this.
Yeah. So we all hope that we don't reach the point of no return. So as we wrap it up here, if there are cracks, first of all, do you really believe there are cracks within the ranks of the Iranian leadership, or do you think this is what they say, an exchange of roles, like we're playing this, it's a game to, you know, to have a hawk and a dove, because this serves our situation.
Yes.
And what about the White House or America itself? Aren't there cracks also? We've seen so many resignations from top officials, so many firings.
Yeah.
The Navy chief yesterday was fired.
Okay.
Yeah. J.D. Vance didn't like the war.
Yeah.
So aren't there cracks as well in
Of course,
in the
they
US
are
administration?
opposing such situations. Nobody likes the war. The war itself has a lot of losses to affect the whole populations, the whole countries. So of course there will be a lot of cracks, a lot of people opposing this, a lot of people like suggesting the peaceful solution, other than going and starting war, other than like have other losses such as the energy infrastructure, the economic losses, and etc. So I think a lot of people are gonna of course affect the public opinion there in the U.S. that they would change their minds and like choose the peaceful track other than the war.
Now, Mr. Trump very interestingly said recently that Mr. Araghchi, the Iranian foreign minister, is a very smart man.
Yeah.
So I wonder what he did mean by that, but seemingly again the doves, the Iranian doves, would like to give the talks a chance.
Yes.
Yeah, and now we're in a situation where we don't know what's coming next, right? I mean, I mean, is it Islamabad talks? Is it an American-Israeli strike? Is it a Iranian retaliation at the Arab Gulf countries?
Yeah, I think it's too early to tell that what's gonna happen is like they will reach a certain solution. So let's witness the situation closely, and I think we hope that they reach like a solution that would like satisfy all the sides.
We hope and pray for peace, of
Yes,
course.
yes.
Hope and pray for peace. Thank you very much, Mrs. Aliaa Morsi, the economic and political analyst, for being with us here. Hope to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching us. Please stay with Nile TV.